Hello, it's a pleasure to have you on the other side. This morning, as you can see from the title, I am here to alleviate your fear as a young lady or a young guy who is contemplating marriage. In the course of this week, the statements that I have been hearing that breaks my heart is that, Nana, I am afraid. Nana, I am afraid to marry. Nana, I won't marry. Nana, I won't marry because of the stories I am hearing. Hey! Menyon, marriage is sweet when you are with the right person. And so before you entangle yourself in the web of marriage, you have to know your partner. You have to know the person you are dealing with. Don't overlook the warning signs. Don't think that this person is going to change in marriage. You cannot change someone. And so if you see the red lights, don't pretend, don't say I am so much in love. Don't be blinded by love. Also, we spend so much time on the ceremony. Yeah, the one in Ghana, we normally have the marriage ceremony in 2 days. So there's the 2 days activities. We get wedding planners, we make sure that everything is in place, we set committee, you are in charge of this, you are in charge of that, forgetting that yes, after the 2 days, the rest of your lives that you are going to live together, what plans have you put on paper? We just marry because our friends are marrying. We marry because it is time for me to marry. We marry because the body is doing tokom, so you want to gratify the body. But you have to have a plan. In business, we call something business plan. So you have to draw a plan for your marriage. You don't marry because I want to get married. Then we spend time sewing same dresses. I will wear this dress, I will carry this bag today, tomorrow I will carry. Whereas the real deal is when everybody has said goodbye and the two of you are left alone in that building. That is when the reality would set in. And so before you get married, make sure that you get a marriage plan. You plan, but this one, don't plan with an exit strategy. No, plan it such that I am going to make it work. And don't look at the experiences of others. Don't arm yourself with the negative experiences of others, so that when you see this, you say, oh, okay, so this person did this to A, so once I am seeing this, then you become, no, don't be defensive. You have to be flexible. And also you have to get shock absorbers, so that nothing takes you by surprise, so that the least thing you see, you say, oh, he's not the one. If you don't get shock absorbers to be able to contain certain things, you would say that this person is not the right person, this is not the right person. Again, every relationship has its own dynamics. So is marriage. And so before you marry, you have to know the person. In some relationships, in some marriages, when there is a disagreement, we all have to talk together. We all have to talk at the same time. If you've been in a relationship or if you've read a book that's the writer, or if you listen to a counselor who has suggested that approach, that doesn't mean that it is the only strategy or the only approach to conflict resolution. No, you have to study which one works well for you. For instance, when you go to school, you realize that the lecturer will teach you so many things, but will quiz you on few. That doesn't mean that lecturer no wicked. The lecturer did not help you. No, he is exposing you to everything about the topic. Then he will quiz you in that which he thinks is right or is worth at the moment. So the rest of the things he has taught you, you have to apply them in your life. You have to apply them as the day goes by. The things that they share with us, not all would be applicable, and so let's know what works best for us. My dear, I may be talking too much, but what I want you to know is that I am not a crusader for divorce. I am not for divorce. Though a divorcee, I am not for divorce, and I would never and ever recommend divorce to someone. I will never recommend divorce to someone, and I'll also not sit and advise you not to marry. Go for it. Marriage is sweet when you are with the right person. So I want to mention some ladies that are married and are still in marriage for years, so you take inspiration and motivation from them. Winging it with Ozi, Dine with Sianorkie. These years, I know they will say, Nana, we are not there yet, we are babies in the ministry. But if they have survived the first two, which is the toughest, then it means they are worth celebrating. Winging it with Ozi, Dine with Sianorkie. Ozi Tochi is about 7 years in marriage. Visit her and see the love and the maintenance. Yeah, the maintenance you not see, but the maintenance is reflecting in her facial expressions. Visit them for inspiration. Debbywin is 11 years. When you see Debbywin, when you watch the picture she shared when they got married, you would have even mistaken that, hey, this person is a flower girl. She looked so young. She looked so young, but even at that age, I don't know the exact age that she married. Debbywin is 11 years in marriage. There are some other big YouTubers, small YouTubers that you know. Cynthia Boateng is also happily married, and some of these people, it is their husbands who manages their channels. It is their husbands who film them. It means people marriage is working. It is working for people. Hey, the grandma in my circle, she is the grandma. Afro Italian TV, hey, I salute. Nwunye pastor Afro is 21 years. She married young, but she is 21 years in marriage. I will leave the link to the channels of all these personalities so you visit them. Blikis, Nikky, and also Rosy. All these people are married and they are happy in their marriages. There may be problems here and there. Sometimes we fight ourselves. Sometimes we take certain decisions that you get angry at ourselves. So there may be petty issues, but let's not those issues define, and the things we see around us define marriage or create a wrong picture on marriage for us. Like I said, I am not a crusader for divorce, but I am sharing my story to inspire those who find themselves in my situation, to inspire those who are still in the abuse. That is why I am here, and I am not here to throw shade on marriage. No. With this said, I want to say thank you for watching from the beginning up to this time. Until you watch another video from me, I am still pleading. Whenever you say a prayer, don't forget to say one for me and all the other people who have issues not pertaining to only marriage. Or pray pray for everybody that you know on this planet. I leave you with the peace and the mercies of the Most High. Peace, respond, shalom. Oh yeah, chop kiss. Bye bye.